Welcome back to the Nerdrotic Channel, everyone. My name is Gary Beekler, and I come to you from nerdrotic.com. How's it going? Greetings, everybody. Now, this is a very special video. We are honoring a super chat request, which I honestly I can't remember who sent the request. I'm pretty sure it was Tamrox. I'm 80% sure it was Tamrox. So yeah, sorry if I got that wrong, but somebody Tamrox a while back gave us like a $45 super chat to buy the Star Trek Discovery Blu-ray and destroy it by any means necessary. Now, I gave this some thought, like at least 5 or 10 minutes, and I decided to burn it. Now, I was going to do this live. I had a whole 2-camera setup going with my phone, and then I got a little paranoid with YouTube community strikes, so I decided to video it, and I'm going to show you the video. I just finished burning it. And those suckers do not burn easy. For one, I don't own a blowtorch. Just some lighter fluid, my barbecue. We'll show it. We can talk while I wanted to wait till a few more people got in, and then we can start the video. So my thoughts on the Blu-ray that I didn't watch and burned. Well, there's 2 whole hours of extra footage. Some of that 2 hours is promotional material that you've already seen. There's some extended scenes, which there was no way in hell I was going to watch. And there were some deleted scenes that, could you imagine what a deleted scene from the show would look like? No. So I already spent way too many hours of my life covering season 1, and I'm going to be spending too many covering season 2. And I will say right now that God forbid that this show gets, picked up for a 3rd and 4th and 5th season. I am done after season 2. If this show doesn't improve, I can't even think how it would, but if it improves, I will admit it. I'll be the first one to admit it's a good show, and yay, we got good Star Trek and they fixed everything. I don't know how they could do it, but I guess it's possible. But if it doesn't improve and it ends up being what we think it's going to be, I'm out. I'm done. I can't put myself through that anymore, and I don't want to. There's too much good TV to talk about. So 2 seasons is enough. So I will be done talking about Star Trek at the end of season 2, no matter what. I still think it's probably going to get canceled. This lawsuit is turning out to be a big deal. I reported on that recently. I just did a video on it last night in the wee hours of the morning. And it turns out that part of the lawsuit, it's gone into a second phase. CBS wants Netflix removed from the lawsuit, and I don't think Anas should do that. I think, and they also added some people or some organizations like CBS All Access, and of course the aforementioned Netflix is on this. So yeah, go get them, Anas. Proud of you. Like I said last night, the stones on Anas to do this and take on CBS. That must be freaky as hell. So we'll get to, how is everybody in the chat? How's it going? So are you going to roast something you haven't seen? SC, I've seen it. I have seen Star Trek Discovery season 1. As far as special features, I don't think the special features are going to change my mind. So yes, I'm going to let's go to the video. Let's go to the video. It's quite long. The damn thing didn't burn as great as I thought it would, but what the hell. There's my barbecue, and I'll be reading the chat. I don't want to hear the sound. There's no sound here, so I'm just showing you that here's some commentary. That I'm showing that the Blu-rays are indeed inside the packaging. This cost $39 or something, and then I got really pissed that the Rotten Tomatoes sticker was on there, so I said, screw this, I'm ripping this damn thing off, and I'm trying to hold my camera at the same time. Hail chatters. What's up, Santo Domino's? Mary Ashmead, CD Horde. Oh, there was a middle finger. That was nasty. Chris Persia, Truth Apocalypse, 6 Scale Combat. It's been a fun weekend here at the Nerdrotic Channel. I got to say, there's a little lighter fluid. I do. Oh, by the way, before this even starts, I just want to say that here, we'll pause the video here, that this is in no way a reflection of the actors. This is not an attack on the actors. We have no problem with the actors who we have no problem with female leads. I have no problem with diversity and inclusivity. I think those things are awesome. They're done it's done so well in a show like The Expanse. No, this is my dislike of this show is 100% on the content and the writing. And this act of performance art is just how I feel about the show as a I'm putting air quotes here, as art. Okay, so it is not, has nothing to do with anybody, nothing personal. There's some very fine actors in the show. Love Doug Jones. I am not going to be popular with these people. I haven't been, and I won't be after this, and that's fine. That's okay, because we're here for you. We're here to save you time. And all right, so just wanted to get that out of the way. And we continue. Now, this takes a while because, like I said, Blu-rays are not very flammable. They're not. You have to. And what I do here, I don't recommend anybody doing. It's very unsafe. Very unsafe, especially since San Francisco has been a tinderbox. And I figured there was enough smoke in the air, so I apologize to my neighbors. And it takes a minute here. Oh, wait, it jumped up. It jumped way. I'm sorry. It jumped way ahead. I don't know why. So there, well, let's go back to the middle finger. Hey, it's live. And we got a $5 super chat. Hail Gary from Lori Roberts, $5. Hail Lori Roberts. How's it going? Again, don't recommend anybody doing this at all. It's very bad. It's very bad. Yeah, SSC, if you like the show, this might not be the best channel to be at, to be honest with you, but that's okay. Yeah, what's up, Hozcat? How's it going? Acid bath would work, Gary. It would, but again, I don't have any acid. I'm trying to light the matches at this point, so you're taking a look down my nethers right there. And yeah, here we go. So I lit a pack of matches, put it on top, and yeah, so I don't accidentally hit the video again. Movie Fanobi, next time cook me a burger with avocado. I'm already having that later on. I'm having that later on. It takes forever to burn. So yeah, we got some time here. It's a Mr. B Natural. How are you? Next year, throw another season on the Barbie. Oh, I will. If it's bad, which it looks like, could you have just given it to someone who likes it? Seems like a waste of resources. Picard would not be pleased, says Jozo1. I was given money and specific instructions to do this with that money. We listen to our customers. Oh my God, Dakota Stanton, 55. I am lurking. Beware. That is Dakota. That is a lot of money, buddy. Thank you very much. 55 in honor of Junior Seau, the great Junior Seau, my favorite football player of all time. May he rest in peace. Love to Junior Seau. It's my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite football player. From my old favorite football team, the San Diego Chargers. Sorry, talking about the sports ball here. Screw the LA Chargers. Oh, there we go. See, yeah, putting up the lighter fluid right next to it because that's safe. Look at that idiot. Here we go. And it still won't burn, this son of a gun. So I have to wait a little bit, and we have to give it a little more. And spoilers, it didn't burn all the way, but it burned enough. I bet you could probably even play some of these discs. So props to whatever these things are made of. They should make cars out of this stuff. And Time Rager, I wouldn't want to eat off that grill. No Star Trek joke. No, this is a old barbecue that we do not use anymore. And I kept it around specifically for this. I pulled it out of my shed. It had been sitting in my shed since I think I bought the house. Ooh, yeah, look at that one. Looks like I took a leak on the fire. Maybe I did. But yeah, it's starting to burn there a little more. So yes, this is a little performance art here on how I feel about Star Trek Discovery. Now, I'm not the only YouTuber who has been requested to do this, so look forward to more, I'm sure. Did I inhale? CD Horde? No, I actually had a mask on. during this whole thing. Actually, you can't walk around San Francisco right now breathing the air. Everybody's got masks, and it's been going on so long that people are getting like super high tech and they're wearing like really expensive ones. And now it's a status symbol here in San Francisco. If you have like a really expensive gas mask that's probably got Bluetooth on it or some shit. Yes. Welcome, Viking Bitch, by the way. Sculpted leather art by Viking Bitch. She made our paddles, our spoiler paddles, and she's wonderful, and she's a patron, and she has her own channel. Check it out. She's an artist. Broncos beat the Chargers. Just beat the Chargers. Good. I'm an anti-fan now. I don't care about football anymore, and I just root against one team, and that's the Chargers to lose constantly. You can have them, LA. You and Dean Spanos. Dean Spanos is a jackass. Dean Spanos can take $1 billion and turn it into $1 million. That's how freaking good he is. But I bet you he could have written a better episode of Star Trek Discovery. Did you like that segue? Did you like that? So yeah, we're getting towards the end there. That's it. That's about all we got. Unfortunately, that bottom part started going pretty good. And I was thankful for that. And that's like really the only part that melted. So yeah, they make these things pretty damn good, I gotta say. And of course, I have my little jar of water over there, and I did douse it out. And that's all she wrote, folks. So I have it here if anybody wants it. Here you go. Yeah. So Tamarox, thank you. Your request has been honored. And yeah, that is for and Dakota Stanton, Jesus Christ, and Movie Fanobi. And oh my God, here I got to get my window up for the super chats. You guys are awesome. Yeah, apparently on the Stan Lee thing, I was informed by my mods because I didn't see it. I was getting a little shit for getting super chats on the Stan Lee thing. It's like, hey, yo. So I will repeat here that I am donating $500 to. I got to figure out what's the best organization that fights elderly abuse. I will be donating 500 simoleons. That's a lot of cheddar towards that. We only got on super chats, we got like $70 for that, but I'm happy to give more in the name of Stan Lee, by the way, from the Nerdrotic Channel. RIP Stan Lee. So yeah, Star Trek Discovery is not good. So yeah, it's now after today's Doctor Who episode, I gotta say Star Trek Discovery is now worse. It's kind of going back and forth, but today's Doctor Who episode wasn't like completely bad. So we're back to I actually watched an episode at the gym because I hate myself, and I wanted to see again Lorca's plan. Remember Lorca's plan and what we called at the time during the recap, the Lorcastration? Lorca's plan was, so when Lorca was in the Mirror universe, he was going down recruiting people for the rebellion. He got into a ship that wasn't the Discovery and it was leaving. His ship got torpedoed. While his ship got torpedoed, he entered an ion storm while he was beaming out. Somehow, he ended up being found taking I guess he switched places. We don't really know with the Lorca that was in the Prime universe. We'll say that again in air quotes. Then he somehow got his way past everything, knowing because I guess both Lorcas had all the same passwords for everything, and they were just able to get through. He was able to get command of the ship again, and waited a year and a half, and somehow just everything magically worked out for him. And my favorite part was when he frees the rest of his crew in the Mirror universe, and he's going to take on Georgiou, and he said, "Well, I made it a year and a half and back from another universe. You think I didn't have a plan?" And then he ends up not having a plan. He ends up just getting killed. Oh God, it was just bad. Let's get to the great chat. I could have deleted scene would look like any other non-deleted scene. Exactly, Chris Persia. we've got it. Lori and Lori Roberts. Thank you for the $5 super chat again. I want to thank you, and of course, Movie Finobi and the great Dakota Stanton, who's just lurking around at work. Dakota, do you ever not work? I mean, you are always working, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good night, Movie Finobi. You even said during the stand chat, yes, I did, and I will follow through on that. It'll probably be later in the month, and I'll make sure to show everybody. What's up, Operation Sky Pebbles? Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, and that's right, and that's also in the. I remember the Death Before Disco night that I had talked about. The Detroit Tigers had back in the 70s. We're gonna pull up a picture of that right now. That was in honor of that, and if nobody else is gonna do it, then I might as well. Yeah, here's a picture from the Death Before Disco night at Tiger Stadium, or the night disco died, as they call it. Just to show you guys. Yeah, that was some craziness, and I guess it got like really out of control. Yeah, disco sucks and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what this is in honor of. It's also in honor of all of our friends out there on YouTube who are fighting right now the uphill battle against Star Trek Discovery. I don't know if it's good news or bad news that that there's going to be a spin-off. So, I mean, if there's going to be a spin-off, maybe there's going to be more. I don't know. I know it's been reported. I know who reported it, and I believe them. Maybe it's going to be spun off because they're going to have to cancel Star Trek Discovery because of the lawsuit. I don't know. We can always hope. I was praying the night Chicago died. There you go, Philip. I remember that song. Burn that mother down. Yeah, I was singing out there, but thankfully you did not hear any of that. 6-scale combat, Night of the Mullets. Oh boy. Night of the Mullets. Well, that was every night in the 80s, my friend, especially in Southern California. There's a lot of mullets flying around Southern California. For something that is doing so, it sure has prompted a lot of business for the Trek brand. One could say that, and one could also say that they needed to do something different and course correct because, well, I mean, your argument is that it's doing well. If it was doing so well, why have they fired 2 showrunners and brought in somebody? They had to bring in a new person halfway through season 2 to be a showrunner. And then they had to, because he's a smart businessman. I'll give Kurtzman this. He got a great deal. He's got the 5 series they're going to do, a couple miniseries, some animated series. Yeah, I think it's to replace it. And they had to get Patrick Stewart. I don't think that was their plan initially. They also said they weren't going to bring in Spock in the Enterprise, but they did. So there was a lot of course correcting. So for something to be doing well, there was a lot of course correcting there. I think what they're doing right now is treating it like Disney treated Star Wars, not putting a lot of thought into it, just getting the brand together, getting as much stuff out there so we can get some merchandise going, which we have no merchandise from Star Trek Discovery either, and Star Trek relies on merchandise. That's part of the deal. This is something that sells toys and sells props, and all kinds of stuff. Comic books, and I mean the comic books never sold well. I mean they're cool, some of them are good, but I listen. We never had more than 4 or 5 subscribers for Star Trek at my shop, and I pushed it a lot. I have a cannon cramp, says 6-scale. Give Spork a chance, Gary. Yeah, I will. We'll see. We haven't heard him utter a line of dialogue, have we? I mean, I haven't. So, I mean, listen, it's a bad haircut, but who knows what he's been doing. Who knows? What the season writers need to do is watch Star Trek Next Gen DS9 so CBS can get at least partly correct. Yeah, they need to the writers need to go to more than a 2-hour canon camp with a squiggly map of the universe, which I doubt they got much out of. They should just hire writers who know Star Trek. I think it's pretty simple. There's, like I said, there's no shortage of people out there who know Star Trek through and through and can write. Actually, you may know some of them. They might be in the chat. And I'll say it again. I have heard better ideas in this chat than anything that was put on the screen for Star Trek Discovery. Captain Robert April, how are you? You got past 800 subs? Where are you at now? Captain Robert April is a good man. He's a friend. And Stephanie, are you in here too? How's it going, Stephanie? Kronos Cryon, no commercials, no bathroom breaks, no food, no water. That sounds mean. No, it's all right. The writers, yeah, exactly. For the canon camp, no, lock them in there. You're right, man. It took me a second to get there. I'm blonde. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. If they want to eat, you produce a script that is good. You work well, you will be treated well. You work badly, you will be treated badly. They need to put me on the payroll. Yes, I am behind that, Captain Robert April. I second that. You're at 810. Good. Yeah, don't freak out if you get scrubbed. It just happened. I think it happened to Trek Yards and it happened to us. It's the subscriber count went crazy today for us. It was funny. It went down 10 and up 20. I'm like, okay. So you honestly think it was just a canon cap? Shaban isn't going to watch any Trek? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. I'm just saying there's more qualified writers who don't need to watch Trek because they could wake up in the morning and tell you what Kirk had for breakfast in the 3rd episode, even though they didn't mention it, but they'll know because they know Trek. Shaban is a perfectly lovely guy. I've met him a few times. So, yeah. But his short Trek, it was, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It just wasn't great. And I'll point out right now, I watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is just some short stories. It's about 2 hours long. It's on Netflix. It's Coen Brothers. It's brilliant. And each story is told in about 15 to 18 minutes. And you compare that to a short Trek, which is the same amount of time. And yeah, I like the Tom Waits one because I like Tom Waits. Yeah, it's just good writing, bad writing. That's it. Shaban, now I'll give it. Michael Shaban probably wrote his short Trek in the bathroom. And he's that good that where he can at least produce an episode of something in the bathroom. But yeah, I don't know about that. There's enough experienced veteran Star Trek writers who don't need to go to canon camp because they created a good portion of that canon. Exactly. They're still around. I named them in one of my videos. Mark Zickery is out there. He's got a YouTube, Mr. Sci-Fi. It's a good YouTube channel. There's a lot of insight, just on old Hollywood, and he's very entertaining. And he also wrote the best companion book ever, The Twilight Zone Companion. Please check it out. My friend Doug got me that for Christmas when I was 12, and it was seriously the best Christmas present I've ever got. Yes, that little book. Non-canon camp is more fun. You can go wild with your ideas. That's true, Silhouetted Animator. But that's it. Don't sign. If canon is a problem, don't sign up. Go sign up to where something you can just create your own universe, and that's great. Do that. I'll write it on your Facebook and put up two ideas on Wednesday, and I'll bet you they'll be good, man. Kronos, I'll bet you they'll be good. What's up, Matthew Matson? Shocking that it was renewed before the series airs. That's Disney money for us. So many well, I think that's happening a lot more, Matthew Matson. I think they're starting to do 2-season deals, especially if you have like a big property, or if you got some juice in Hollywood. That's what I do. I jam people up for 2 seasons. That way, you can get that first one out of the way, which is tough. It is not easy doing a first season of television. But it can, like, the long gone are the days where a show could really, really suck in the first season. The only things that survive that are Star Treks and Star Wars. But if you're like I know it lasted more than one season, but if you're like a timeless man, you have to hit the ground running and you have to be good. Like The Expanse, first 3 episodes, fucking awesome. The real cannon cap, STD writers fired out of cannons. Can we replace the trebuchet with the cannon? Although I like trebuchets. Canon serves a story. The story doesn't serve canon. No. Wrong. It does when there's 50 years of mythology. You don't have to serve it, but you have to honor it. You have to work within it. And if you're a talented writer, that's no problem. You're not like a Doctor Who writer who goes, "Oh shit, man, I gotta write a story about Christmas. I'm out of ideas. Better give it to somebody else. I don't need money. I don't need to work." All right. So, yeah. You guys are awesome in the chat. I love you guys. All right, I'm gonna cut this one short. I gotta go watch some TV. Origin, guys. I'm kind of liking it so far. Sometimes there's some rough acting in it, but it's a YouTube premium show. It's good sci-fi. It's not like super original or anything, but I'm enjoying it so far. Now, it could turn into like a mystery box mess at the end, but I didn't see any bad robot people involved, so maybe not. The Nicholas Meyer Khan series is gonna rock. I hope so, Lamac. I hope so. That'll be one I'm waiting for. I love Nicholas Meyer. I do. He has directed 2 great fucking Star Trek movies. I am liking Origin so far. Yeah, I am. I am liking it as well. I think it's pretty good. I would say a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. And it looks like they put some serious money into it. So it's pretty cool. So Mary Ashmead, thank you. Mr. Twisted 72, live long and prosper. CD Horde, Langley M. Neely, hope you are doing well, my friend. 6 Scale Combat, Captain Robert April, Lamac, Ajax, SC. Yes, AC. I want you to have a very good day. Have a good night. JD Free Reality, Kronos Cryan. Man, it's awesome. I saw Langley in 2 today. I'm excited about that, Langley. I am. Mako, the great Mako. We're going up here. Dark Angel Ire. Oh, I like that name. Dark Angel Ire. Of course, the fabulous Viking bitch, Pen Farm Girl. Both thank you for the wrenches. Mr. B Natural, Tyon Ranger. Going up the list here. We like to thank everybody before we go. Chris Persia. Hail Chris Persia. Hail Tim F. Sorry I didn't get to everybody's chat. Truth Apocalypse. Jeffrey Golden. Welcome. And making sure I got everybody. And thank you again for the super chats. Dakota Stanton. Let's get down there. Dakota Stanton for 55.55. Movie Fanobi for $1.99. And Lori Roberts. Hail Lori Roberts for $5. Thank you so much. Ian, I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. Ian Cownley says, thanks for adding toxic materials to our atmosphere. Roddenberry would be very proud. Yeah. I don't think he would be right now because he's not alive. But thanks. Yeah. Listen, Ian, I understand your sentiments. Not something that's why I, put it out. I didn't let it just burn. But if you were in San Francisco right now, it really wouldn't fucking matter if you saw what it looked like right now. It looks like Beijing, China has clearer days than we're having right now. You can see ashes floating around in the sky. My friend Rob McCarthy, how's it going? Rob McCarthy, what's up, JP? Is a customer and a friend, customer from the Comic Outpost. Love you, Robert. Borden Sherbert, what's up? Santo Dominus, man, there's a lot of people here. And yeah, everybody, thank you for showing up. And you're brilliant. So our next Star Trek video is going to be the short trek, which is in a couple weeks. I don't know what it's called. It's on December 6th, I believe. But oh my God, thank God. It is sandwiched in between Night Flyers and followed by Counterpart now. So everybody, we can all agree that Counterpart is a great show. It's coming up soon. And if you're a member of our Patreon, we're going to be doing a watch party. So I can't wait for that. But of course, we'll be recovering here. Our next show is the Nerdrotic Nooner, which we do every Monday and Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And of course, our other live stream is Friday Night Tights, 8 p.m. Pacific with Dennis and Susan. Yeah, I think that's it, everybody. So thanks. And thank you again, Tamarox. And if for some reason I got that wrong, call me out on it and I'll make up for it. Everybody, may the small folks sing songs of your greatness. Cheers.